Welcome everyone to an arena video. This is Andrea Mengucci. This video is sponsored to you by channelfireball.com and Ultimate God. We will be playing Nivno Light. This was one of my favorite decks for a while in Historic, and I haven't played it in a while. It's based around the Mesa Reborn, and this deck is actually slightly different than the one I used to play. It doesn't play Fable Passage for once, and it's playing like a lot of Triumphs. So that's just a little different twist, on the mana base at least. It's playing 4 Yasharn. Yasharn is a great card in the format. Oddly enough, I discovered the power of Yasharn when Kiori58 started playing Nivno Light and put Yasharn in the deck, and I was like, wait, maybe that card is actually a good card just in general, you know? When I saw how strong it was in this format, in this deck. This deck is playing mostly no new cards of Kaladesh, which is kind of weird, but also like that's the thing. Alright, I'll fail to mention that this deck was originally from Wyatt Darby. He's the one that I just net decked, but you know that he has been around for a while with Niv Visit. I was playing like Captain Cisse and a bunch of like one-off, cool one-off. Anyway, while playing Caddy Ribbons over Angrath Rampage, it's just easier to cast. And we're playing Master Impulse. More explored than Growth Spiral is also an interesting choice, but that's mainly because, you know, this one is just one colorless. Thoughts is in the main is, I guess you need to interact in this format a lot. I don't quite grasp Teferona yet. Definitely a powerful card, but the fact that you don't really do much with the mana that you untap, it's kind of weird. We'll see how it goes. And then Escape the Wild is a very powerful card, and I think it's gonna be very powerful in Historic as well. The deck is playing with Yorion, and Yorion is, you feel like, wait, it doesn't make much sense because you don't have that much to ATB. Sure you don't, but you can, it's just an extra card you get in your hand. The deck is playing 38 lands, so you will flood out a lot. I guess you do have all these Triumphs, but you'll still flood out a lot. And having Yorion to blink Niv Mids, that can sometimes be game-changing, so that's one thing. Nothing else to say. The deck is basically an Uro deck, very grindy Uro deck. It tends to win against Sultai. It'll of course have harder time against other decks in the format. The sideboard is also interesting. There's a bunch of Orders of Card which aren't present in the main deck to get with the visit. A bunch of Azur's card too. Casualties of War. It's just, you know, it's just mostly like heavy hitters. Meddling Mage is interesting. I guess this one name's like Paradox, what's the name? Paradox Engine. But yeah, so this is the deck. Again, the mana base is slightly different than the one I had, because I was playing Fable Passage and way less Triumphs. This deck is playing with 15 Triumphs, so that will be interesting. Yeah, I'll close up this deck section and say goodbye to my chat. Hello, everybody. Did you see like that thing about like the orange names and etc. They're like Wizards of the Coast employee and stuff, and I've never played against any orange name yet. So that's sweet. Yeah, this is the first time that I actually get to play against an orange name. Alright, we drew Gorspar, which is perfect. I'm probably just upkeeping it. So if they have like a Spell Pierce or something, that will... Okay. Alright, opponent is on the mirror. Draw a couple of Yasharns, which I'll play. Leaves are sweet. Alright, I have Syncopate. Wow, Syncopate. I haven't seen this card in a while. Alright, what do? I don't really want to go explore because I don't have a guaranteed land, and I'm assuming my opponent will have a counter for my Teferone. I think I will once again play Yasharn. I don't want to show them that I have a Samputla Grove. If I get Sensor, I'll be very upset. Alright, I go Tails End, sure. My opinion on Historic and Pioneer Lab conceding? I hope not. I hope not. More format is always best. Alright, can I cast this as Niv Mizzet? I can, but I'd rather just play the weaker card first. Opponent will eventually run out of counter, I'm assuming. Oh, they can also have like Versus Contempt or Murderer's Rider on this, though. Don't necessarily have to counter it. Okay, sweet. Yeah, orange name. That's scary. From I'm not sure why there's like, yeah. The fact that you can cast Girl Spiral at least in your opponent's turn if you don't tap lands with Teferi. Now you can't. Morning, Jeffrey. Okay. Am I just keep on jamming threats after threat? I think so. They have 4 cards though. But they can't cast Niv Torrential Gearwalk. Oh wow, it is resolved. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Nice. We did draw 5. So we actually got a discard here. Bam, head explosion. Good game. Alright. Against control, what do we do? Dovin's Veto. Alright, actually at first probably just board out some removal spells. Like cut. Flareons, that's a lot of removal spells. I have no idea. I guess Cindervines. Melee Mage. One Kaya. I don't know. Melee Mage, what does it do? Yeah, Chris. Cut the Ribbons count as a reckless card. Excited for preview season? Yeah, I am. That's actually part of my my job as a writer is to talk about preview cards, and you know, whenever that season comes up, it always means a lot of new work, and that's definitely exciting. As I was tuning in the stream, I was looking what Caleb D was doing, and he has this like music, like Irish music sound that's so like it just sticks into your head. You wish you could pay paper? Yeah, eventually we'll be able to, I'm sure. If you're playing Modern Eve to Lie, you'll be soft to Blood Moon. That's life. You are soft to things. Alright, looks like my opponent exploded, and it looks like we got a win. That's a great game. Thank you so much, Polts, for tuning in. Giganta. Oh yeah, totally. You can play Giganta. The problem is that Giganta sucks. Giganta is just an 8 mana 5/5 no abilities. Whereas Yorion can sometimes blink your Niv Mizzet, and you feel like super special when that happens. I will try to go 6 Yori for sure. When do you think Pioneer is coming to Arena? So with the thread that they're doing, last year they released two remaster set. They went down to 2016, right? So Pioneer starts in 2012. So with the trend they're taking, it should take around 2 years to finish it. I think, since they released 2 sets in 6 months. So with that speed, that would take 2 years. I honestly don't think it's a problem at all. Like, you just play Pioneer in paper and on Magic Online, and you play Historic on Magic Arena. I think that merging the formats is a mistake. I think that the most formats are on Arena, the better it is. I actually think there should be more formats. Okay. Let me figure out the mana base. It looks like this Allow Fountain just unlocks everything, so that's sweet. Bearable, I think Arena is a free-to-game play. If you want, you can definitely play free-to-play, whereas if you want to play Magic Online or Magic in real life, you have to spend money for sure. So I think the cost of Magic Arena goes from 0 to whatever you want to spend. Our opponent is also on a Gross Barrel strategy, which is something. Unfortunately, I didn't get any land. This deck plays 38. You want to hit so many lands at this deck. Yeah, the anthology, I think it's sweet. I think they just keep on printing like stuff to make Historic a different format than Pioneer, like they're doing. I think it's okay. I think the more format we have, the better the better the game Magic the Gathering is. All right, come on, my lands. Where are they? Tails End. Oh, they can Tails End my trigger. My trigger. How was the Boros Angels? We won a grand total of 1 match, Bal. I believe you asked me that question yesterday too. Were you hoping that things would have changed in that time? Oh, come on. I missed a land drop after keeping a 4-lander on the draw. Oh, that's a disaster. Pioneer will come back. The moment they just make a paper tournament and that's Pioneer, Pioneer comes back. Now it's just on pause because there's no real payoff for it. But, I mean, it's not dead on Magic Online. You can still play challenges, and that's like 6-round event. You know, you can play 2 tournaments per weekend that are 6-round event. That's pretty sweet. If you don't want to play it, then sure, it's dead to you, but it's definitely not dead if you want to play it. How's the old school deck building going? I made my deck. I'm now waiting on the package that should be arrived today or tomorrow. That involves 4 Sursu Plowshares and 1 Scrubland beta. That will go into my deck, and then my deck is ready. I'm actually missing 1 counterspell, 1 fancy counterspell. I still only have 3 fancy counterspell. The basic lands in this deck, Yuri, are 2 forests and 1 plains. We have no Fable Passage in this deck. Alright, I drew a land. It's tapped. It's not great, but that's okay. I'll play a card or Ravens. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty bad, but I mean, that will make so that can escape Aura, maybe. Yeah. No, Jep, they changed that a long time ago at this point. I think the best way that somebody, I think S, the streamer show defined Magic as a pay to compete, which I really like, because you definitely don't win if you pay. You can compete. Oh wow, point and cast the Shark Typhoon. All right, all right. It was all good and fine, but now that I'm putting a cast the Shark Typhoon, I just have to win. Right? Anything else doesn't matter at this point. All right, let's begin with the Thoughtseize. Good morning, Pivo. Alright, but put an as a Master Pulse. Imagine having this hand and casting Shark Typhoon. Oh wow. So that will be alright. I'm discarding Pulse here. I'm discarding Pulse here. Then I'll play Teferone Peperone. Teferone is weird in this deck. They have like no instance. It's so strange that there's this card in the deck. Alright, so they drew Gort Spiral. That's fine. Oh wow, look at that. They can't cast Ura now. Alright, opponent hasn't reached was the best lines, but I'm very glad with that because now I'm untapping, playing. Let's just draw first, I guess. And then I'll play Escape to the Wilds. Your opponent cannot counter. That's amazing. That's so good. And now Escape to the Wild will just rampant. Sorry, rampant. I don't know why I said that word. Anyway, we'll just run away with this game. I will, yeah, I'll play this. Also, like, people just keep on talking about this Castle Locthwain, and I really, I don't know. Not a big fan of that card. Anyway, Catch a Triumph. Oh, I guess what you do with Teferi is you cycle your lands in your opponent turn. It's fine. I haven't got like the best. I haven't got the best Escape to the Wilds ever, but that's fine. Oh, by the way, check the next set. We're gonna get a new Escape to the Wilds, and it's even probably a better one. Might sound crazy to say, but I think the next Escape to the Wild is even better than the one that we have right now. Flip into Neve is awkward. It is. Next time I can go. Oh wow, look at this. That Thoughts is me, sure, but the best card of my hand are over here. They still have that Tails End though. The Boros Saga, yeah, the Boros Saga is so good. Ay, ay, ay. No Captain Cisse, no. I cut the Captain Cisse now. It's just yeah, Captain Cisse wasn't doing it. You have Girls Powers and yeah, but not even 4. That's only 3. She's awkward. All right, will they manage to bring back this Ura this turn, or will they not? They do. Okay, good. So they have Tails End and so they have Tails End up now. I wish this Teferi was Teferino and not Teferone now. Oh wow, they shocked. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Draw. Urban Craig, fine. I'll pick it up. Pop, pop, pop. Okay, so what do we do? I could kill that Uro with a couple of removal spells, but that will leave me without being able to cast this this Mizzet. I guess I do want to cast this Niv Mizzet here. I'm Water Taste. What are you saying? And thank you so much for the 6 month. Welcome, welcome to the stream. All right, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I think I want to cast. Oh, Tortolino badge too. That's sweet. I think I want to cast this Niv Mizzet. Routh, thank you so much for the first month subscription. All right, I wanna 1 second, Rope. Don't comment already. Okay, I think I have to go Uro and then double cast on this Uro. Sorry, yeah, Uro. No, Uro, aspetta un attimo. Do I just cast Niv? Because if I cast Niv, they tails end it. Dai, va bene, let's just cast Niv, chat. Let's just cast Niv. Thank you, Ralph. Yeah, these things are I'm losing those cards. I hate it. When Matt Keep to the Wild, it just doesn't flip like... This doesn't flip on expensive card, it's tough. I mean, we were expecting this. Unfortunately, Dad. Now I have to kill this Uro, but I'll be able to bring it back. And now I'm left with literally nothing, by the way, in case you were wondering how many things I were left with. Actual, factual, nothing. I guess I do have a Uro in the graveyard. I have a 3 ribbons, Uro, and a Yori in my command zone. They drew a Narset, which is... Oh, merda, it's so good, Narset, now. Dai, no, come Narset. They bring back Uro, too. Alright, I need to draw Pulse. If I draw Pulse, I can get this. Pulse. 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 Arr. Allora. I guess I just play Yori and then reset the Teferi. This is so I was playing a lot of Niv No Light, but I saw a list from White Derby, which was much different than mine, and I decided to try his. So this list comes from White Derby, but you know, I've been working a lot on Niv No Light. You can check it on exclamation mark Untapped if you want. I definitely have played a lot of Niv Mizzet in the past. I just don't like the Teferi. I don't think this card is good. If you can't exploit the untapped 2 lands, this card is not good. I might say that maybe I was supposed to just not play those cut and just play like a Yasharn. I don't know, last time, or maybe an Uro. I don't know. Definitely interesting. Okay, opponent misses on Narset. Please Nissa. Not the end of the world. If I top deck that Maelstrom Pulse, I can still do this, I think. Alright, my Teferone will die. Rest in peace, Teferone. They have 3 cards. One of them is Eliminate, one of them is Extinction Event. So they can't really deal with my Ioria now. Oh wow, that's unexpected. Ribbons cannot go on Planeswalker, right? I'm pretty sure it can't. Okay. So I'll play a pig. I'll play the pig. Pick up a land because I already drew 2. I'll pick up a land here. Yeah, free to Fairy Time Raveler indeed. Teferi Time Reveler, also known as Teferino. Never exile your own best card. I think their best card is Narset Partner of the Veil right now. Oh, you know what's missing, Kiora? It's missing Crazes. Droid Crazes is missing. Yeah, 3 Euros Fire for Explorer. Okay, let's just do ribbons for 5. I mean, I don't know, it doesn't go anywhere, but like, what am I supposed to do, right? Replace the Fairy with Crazes? Yeah, I will. Or replace the Fairy with Crazes. I don't love the Fairy. Although the problem with Crazes is that the Fairy is like a removal spell, sort of. Well, you have so many removal spells. You don't like too much Puerco? No, you play for Puerco. We play for Puerco, Stefano. You play 4. It's just so good. What idea? Yes. Yeah, man, I think I'll look at myself up a 4/4 next turn. A good old Obstinate Baloth. Good blocker for Nisa. Good attacker for Narset. In a not so distant future, I'll be able to go Clarion, kill Narset, or flashback Uro. That's my goal here. Chemistry's Insight. Lol. 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 I play Ayaya in the Ashaya in the ADH deck I have. Omnath. The Locus of Creation. Don't kill my Asharn. I think I'll flashback this ribbons for 5 again. One's almost roping every single turn. How much time do I have left? Not much, because this game is not lasting much, but yeah. Chemister's Insight. It's that's a card, Chemister's Insight. I haven't seen it in a long time. I guess I've seen it in draft recently. Speaking of draft, I still haven't won more than 5 matches in a Guilds of Ravnica draft. So today I'm hoping to change that. At least a win 6. You want to buy old school, Pivo? Old school. That would be nice if you do. We'll play old school all together. Draw. Attenzione! Attenzione, chat. We drew the Master Pulse. You'll be like, now what? I don't know, now what? I'll kill the Uro first. Sorry, the Nisa first, and then I'll bring back Uro. I'm not gonna draw any extra card, and my opponent will probably just eliminate it, so that's not a great idea. Wipe up a thing, wipe up a thing, wipe up a thing. Yeah, I guess you know what, I'm just passing here. Wow, if million lands, I don't have more than 2 black, that's funny. Yeah, I don't want to bring back Uro. You can go, opponent. Watch out to lose too many life with that Castle Lock, Twain, because my ribbons is looking for you here. Wow, to go to 10? Wait, do I just win if I draw land here? No way. I currently have 11 lands in play. If I draw land, I shock them for 10. Unless they draw Uro, of course. They draw War Shaker. Oh, boy, am I winning the game for real with the ribbons? Is this really what's happening right now? I have to put a stop in my upkeep then. Yeah, I'm gonna draw a Triome, I know. I know it for sure, chat. I'm gonna draw a Triome. Alright. I set a stop in my upkeep because I need to draw an untapped land to win the game. Are we ready? Are we ready, chat? Are we ready? Woo! 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 Alright. 1, 2, 3, untap land. Oh my. Oh my. This is it. I win the game. Bam! We did 20 damage with ribbons. I bet flashback this card 3 times. I flashback this card 3 times in this game. Opponent took 20 damage off of this. Wow. That's crazy. Che figata, cazzo. Alright. I was wondering if this card was worth it over an Angrath Rampage. Funnily enough, I was about to replace this card with Angrath Rampage, and then I said, you know what, let's just net back to Wyatt's list. And you know, if I had cut any of this cut, I would have not won this game. Alright, this is a good game. Sideboard. I don't like the Clarions. They do kill the lands of Nisa, whatever. Yeah, this. Your ribbons for 4. I ribbons for 5 twice. So I did 5, 5, 10. 5, 5, 10 I did. We have already we have ribbons in our cube. Over medium mortars. Good games, good games. Good games, good games. Good games. Okay, okay. So we won game 1. I honestly never expected to come close to win this game. If opponent didn't draw a card with Castle, though, it was impossible for me to win. Because I could have never dealt the extra 4 damage. I forgot to say glue. No, Mr. Thor, you don't attack. Keep in mind, all the cards you mentioned, they're 2 for 1. You can't bring in a removal spell against a card that is a 2 for 1, thinking that you're bringing in a good card. I'm hoping you understand that thing, because it's like saying, wait, you should somebody and eliminate. They have Ur in their deck. No, you don't bring in sweepers. You don't answer card advantage cards with removal spells. You answer them with either counters or more card advantage cards. Actually, you answer those card advantage cards you mentioned by taking out your removal spells. Because you don't want to fight their same game 1 for 1, because that's not how you're going to win. You're going to win the game by 5 for 1, 4 for 1, 3 for 1. You know that's how you're going to win. You have to cut your 1 for 1. Zach plays Niv Mizzet Reborn, which is one of the, or Casualties of War. You need, like, those powerful card. That's the same thing with you don't bring in Cage against Uro decks, because Cage only stops a part of the Uro. Actually, Cage puts you back 2 cards, because they're still cantripping and you haven't. You're welcome. Those messages, like those genuine, is genuine the right word? Anyway, those questions, properly asked question, I like to answer. Also, sometimes I like to answer questions that I have the answer. Sometimes I just don't have the answer for everything. Buongiorno, Alfredone. How is your chair looking like? Okay, we drew Renato. What is a good card to draw? And I'll play Thought Erasure because I want to surveil a land into my graveyard. Plus, if I king Thoughtseize, I can draw Uro, draw Black Source, and play Thoughtseize next turn. That's the same thing with Gargaroth. You don't want to bring in Gargaroth in the control mirror match, because what happens is you play Gargaroth, you're putting like, oh wow, that's a huge thing. They play, and then you just kill it, and then you made them make a value play with a 1 for 1, whereas you should never make them a value play with a 1 for 1. Okay, they definitely played a wrong land here. They should have played a Fable Passage, because now they're unable to play Uro. Probably just discarding Uro, in fact. And I love that one. So, playing this Thought Erasure last turn made me able to go next turn, Rootbound Crag Uro into Thoughtseize with this Blood Crypt on top. I don't like the Collective Company because I think the power level of Historia is very high, and that card being like my miss, I don't think you can afford it. And the creatures that you have in your deck are not as good. I mean, obviously there's like decks that can have a better company But I don't know. Whenever I see the Garou deck with company, I think it's just better to just play. I'm not exactly sure. Also, I don't really play too much company decks. Okay, they redrew another Uro. I think I'm keep on taking it because if they don't draw land, they just can't cast anything. And if they do, they just cast a baby crazy. So I don't think that's a big of a deal. Alright, they drew a land. Sure. I'm hoping I don't die to these cards I did in this card so far. How many cards I have? 3. Currently don't have much, unfortunately. Oh wow, Alfredone with a new emote. Huh, that's funny. I didn't see that. What am I doing here? I'll play the Triome as a land, of course. And honestly, I don't have any play. I could go back Yorion, but I don't see a world where I'm going to flash back Yorion like ever. Sorry, to cast Yorion like ever. Like, that just doesn't exist a world where I flashback that Yorion. I guess I can go to this card, and by this card I can increase the number of cards in the Uro, in the graveyard for Uro, so yeah, that's better than not doing it. I have a Dangerous Moon. I will check it out for sure. What did you say was the answer to answer a 2-for-1 card? I was saying, like, you know, sideboarding in a way where you don't have that many 1-for-1 card anymore. Okay, what did I discard? Oh, discard a Casualties of War. That's a good discard. I'll just cast Mind of Misery Reborn. Alright, Explode, because this card is really, really good. Even if you draw like a couple of cards only, it's also a 6/6 flyer that like kills Nisa and so on and so forth. Alright. We got a pretty convincing win this game, obviously. The previous game we were going to lose, we just kind of stole it with the ribbons there. Let me see Amazonian preview card. Alright, you go first. Hand is capable. We don't have black mana, unfortunately, but that's not a big deal. The second chapter only goes face. Plains, Legion's Landing. Okay, interesting. Alright, sweet. When given the option, just play Explorer as a sorcery speed because this deck has Teferi, and like Cross Power is the only instance you can do in the opponent's turn. Alright, I play Temple Garden. Wow. Always make sure to sequence your card correctly, chat. So we have to go first Plains, then Uro, and then Growth Spiral. If you don't cast the Plains, you can't go Uro, Growth Spiral. Always think about the sequencing every time you play the magical card game. Already made my land drop, so I'll pass the turn. And now I'm waiting to draw a Niv Misery Reborn, because I have the black mana now to cast it. Alright, 1 damage. Easter of Benalia. When I won the Mythic Invitational, I had these 2 cards in my deck. Eccolo lì, Niv Misery Renato. Bonjour Renato, come vas? 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Alright, that's pretty. Only 3. Mediocre. Mediocre Niv Misery Reborn, but that's okay. Hello, Poopy Parrot. Next turn, we can go Clarion, attack for 6 lifelink, and the game will be over. Actually, Jack, you missed. Oh yeah. You did not miss the first match, indeed. All right, so opponent's playing aggro, so we want to bring in Solar Blaze, Kayaya. I don't want to bring in the dog. Probably Cinder Vines. All right, what am I boarding out? I think I'm boarding out Tefirone Peperone. Maybe I'm looking to board out Thoughtseize. I don't want to have a dog just like that. Boom, 3 mana, 3/3. Maybe Cinder Vines is reasonable. No, I think I want to keep the Thoughtseize actually on the play, on the draw. Sorry, the play I can change it. It's Cut the Ribbon's the best one. The Dangerous Moon. Did you see the previous match? The previous match against Sultai game 1. Alright, I don't have white mana, but that's not a biggie. No, Sebastian, it's a Demir, it's a Rakdos card. Cut the Ribbons. Is the Yorion worth 20 extra card? Basically, Yorion shows wealth. Yorion is like going around with like a foil deck. It's showing the opponent that you can afford it. I like to show wealth whenever I play Magic the Gathering. Because I can't really show it any other way. No, I don't have any other goods in real life either. Our opponent with 3 of a kind. I'll play. Well, let's see. Let's play Dragon Skull Summit. I'll play Explorer Thought Erasure. I think I'll play Thought Erasure here. Yeah, I don't play Explore. I don't have anything to explore. Skyclad Operation Conclave Tribunal. Bueno. I think I'll take Conclave Tribunal, but if they cast an operation, they can attack with it. It's just actually not the worst. Nah, let's take Skyclave. I don't want lands. I got a 12, and I feel like I'm top decking Master Impulse. I don't know about you. But I feel like this is just happening. Alright, I guess my feeling was wrong. Okay, let's play the Titan of Nature's Wrath, the one and only. I would like to draw a sweeper. Thank you very much. And that's your turn. You have to, what's the word? Addomesticare. Let me check the translation. You have to domesticate. You have to domesticate your deck so that they understand what you want at all time. It's very important to domesticate your deck in Magic the Gathering. Let me play Explore first, but as a result, I don't want to misclick on it. Red and white is perfect. Alright, so I'll play Explore. And I'll play a Drowned Catacomba. And I'll play a Defending Clarion on the... And then I'll play Watery Grave, and that's your turn. I got a 9 to 18 to double. Raw Forest. 5 cards in the bin. I can play the pig, but then I don't have anything to do with else. I'm just playing Niv Mizzet, and I guess I'm playing this forest so that I can leave up. I don't want to tap like this though. I want to leave up all the colors of mana, can I? I can't. No, wait a sec. White, red, and blue. I don't have white up, but my removal spell are red, so yeah, this should be alright. Time would be a consideration. The double, you don't really want to cast like double color card, or you want to play double color card because the problem with those double color card is that, yeah, it's just easier to just cast single color card basically. Hawk Champ has been removed. Yeah. The person has been cancelled. Or supplementing migration. Wow, huh, that's sweet. Yeah, super right wing, exactly. So strange. So strange. 5 cards in the graveyard. I'll be playing Defending Clarion. And then I want to play Uro after it. Can I? Green, blue, blue. Perfect. Always give lifelink to your creatures. Your creature will thank you for that. You need to give the link of life. Alright. Land your go. Making land drop is just so nice. You don't like Twitch talking politics? Do you know that politic is life? You know, politics isn't you know, it's just the word actually. If someone's from Greece, is someone from Greece in my chat? What is the meaning of the word politic? Polis means city, and it should be something like the art of the city. Like, what's exactly the meaning of politic? But I think it's something with like life. You know, it's not just who is in charge of I don't know, the person I vote for and etc. Anyway, I have to win this game. How do I do that? I'll begin with a Escape to the Wild, which is always like a good way to start anything. Oh, the interest of many. Okay, good, thank you. Oh, I have Master Pulse on. Okay, they said good game. Do they want to explode? Alright. Alright, I'm gonna post the Conclave Tribunal there. Although you go first. My hand is a handed. We don't have a color of mana, but who needs it, right? You always lose with Niv. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Pteramander. That's a sweet one. I haven't seen it in a while. Alright, I don't want to lose to you know what. You know what I don't want to lose to? I don't want to lose to Curiosity. I'm just cutting that down. I'm only here for Boros Angels, then you're in the wrong place, because Boros Angel is gone. You can watch the VODs if you are interested in some losing gameplay. Or you can only watch the last match, since we won only the last one. Good morning, 26 Islands. It is a sad day to wake up to. I'm sorry. Oh no, Spell Pierce! You know, chat, for those of you just tuned in, earlier we dealt 20 damage with 3 ribbons to our opponent. And that was very glorious win. One of the most glorious win I've had in a while, I'd say. Alright, I'll return my Urian, which is a, you know, just a good play next turn. You had fun watching it? Thank you so much, Daisy. I'm glad you did. Alright, I would love to draw another cut. 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 Don't draw black card, Mango. Bravo! Bravo! You see, chat? You just, as I said, you have to domesticate your deck. You have to domesticate so well. The deck is just going to respond. It's kind of crazy now. I mean, this card doesn't even, like, I have only 2 left in my 70 card deck. Kind of crazy. Is ribbons a censor word? Is it? What does it say? What does it mean, ribbons? That would be a censor word. Alright, I'll pass here. I don't even know why I asked for ribbons. I guess I just wanted to have... I was expecting a opponent to play counter, and that was just a good card. Alright, now, Swamp. Alright. Not working anymore. Okay, what do I play? I don't want to play Escape to the Wild, because my opponent probably has Spell Pierce. I mean, they showed one already. I'm just playing Big Bird. Big Bird. Take that. Mono Blue is annoying? Oh, come on. Poor Mono Blue guys. They play Jawari Disruption. They're nice. They're a nice little deck. What is a Niv Mizzet with light? It's a modern or pioneer deck with Break the Light. Without it, it's an historic deck. With quadruple white, yeah, we can cast. I should have quintuple white here. We can cast the, what's to say, like the. Oh wow, Nimble Obstructionist. I've only seen this card in the cube deck, in the cube draft. Oh wow, Clarion will be a sweeper plus lifelink, chat. Don't counter opponent. Just die. Lofty Denial. Oh no, they countered it. I was expecting them not to have it, honestly, from the way it went. Oh wow, they're actually winning this game. Can you imagine losing this game? I lose. I lose, chat. I lose. I lose. Good game, opponent. Well done. I thought this was an exclamation mark win. Sorry, I thought this was an exclamation mark lose, but no, it isn't. All right, now we're bringing in Kayaya, Solar Blaze, probably Cinervines, maybe not. That's it, right? Yeah, I'll keep on cutting Tiferone and Peperone just because I don't think it's a good card in this deck, and then I bring out 1 pig, maybe 2 pigs. I'll bring you 1 Dovisbeto. I don't love to have too many Dovisbeto. Why is that annoying? I mean, it's a deck. It's a deck that wins fast. Just like little commons. One drop is sweet. It's sweet that a deck like with only commons it can beat a deck with I don't know what, but like 60 rares. People always complain that Magic is a pay-to-win game. Look at that. Check that deck out. It's annoying when they win and you lose. Yeah, it's very annoying, right? Very annoying. Ah, you know what I believe it's an annoying deck? A deck that plays one card, sees the top 6 cards, puts it to play some goblins, and based on the variance of that wins. That's what I believe it's annoying. A deck that plays counters and you have to play around based on your read, and they can have good draws or bad draws, and they can just just have a good game of Magic. That is a good game of Magic. That's what I believe so. Whereas annoying is when the opponent plays 3 lands and plays Karn, and that's annoying. Alright, you go first. I have to charge my computer. Un secondino. Alright, you go first. My hand doesn't have green. My hand is actually awful. I'm going to mulligan this one. Porca boia. Alright, I'll keep this one, but this is no bueno. This is no bueno, chat. I'll brought him this Niv Mizzet. I'm so far away from casting it. No, Clippy Eyes. Totally different. Alright, Island go. Come on, lands. Okay, that's bueno. That makes me cast my pulses at least. Alright, they don't have any special sailor. Nice, 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 nice. I'm very glad I've been drawing like this. I needed lands and that's what I'm getting. I played 38. You do usually get those. Alright, land, 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 land. I don't have red mana, so let's fix that, please. Nice. So now I have all the colors of mana. I could have cast that Niv Mizzet. Funny. Siren Storm Teamer, that's cool. My turn. I don't want to play this Escape to the Wilds. I think I just play a Pulse here. Doubling Season, it's a fun card for sure. Is it also still expensive or it's not anymore? Alright, 5 cards they have. I keep on not wanting to cast this Escape to the Wilds for some reasons. I think I'm not actually. Now I drew a second one, it's okay. Still expensive, wow, okay. I do have one. Yeah, I was mainly afraid of that spell Piers, and that's what I actually got, which is accept. Okay. I go to 19, still out of life, but they draw a card. I want to draw this first spell if I can. Right, let's just go Pulse on this Brazen Borrower, and then I'll grab back Yorin. Yorin is actually good here. It's a good blocker for the Brazen Borrower. One card in the graveyard here. If I draw... No, actually I can't. I can't play a 5-drop and bring back Ur. I only have 7 lands. Yeah, there's no more Captain CC. She's no more the captain. In charge. Braschetta, I see. Braschetta's not great though. I think I'm just playing Yorion. And I'm hoping my opponent doesn't have the tapper end of turn. This matchup has always been bad, by the way. Anytime your deck is loaded on 5-drops and etc., and your opponent's playing mono blue tempo, you're technically an underdog. Wow, Quench. Quench is strange. Why would you play Quench? Alright. Meanwhile, I go to 10. I guess to draw like the Fiending Clarion, that would be great. Terramander. Ooh, that's a 5/5. Solar Blaze. Okay, that's almost good enough. Let's see. Let's see what happens. I prefer the Clarion because I would have been able to double spell. Whereas with this one I can't. If they just have a counter here, it's very bad. Oh wow, I can't even pay 4 for that. Alright, yeah, that's it. That's lethal. Good game, opponent. Good game, good. We ended our streak, but that was definitely... We tried our best here. It's missing. Pair of God is missing for sure. Captain CC was just kind of a meme. Not saying that was bad. Oh, I love Enter God Eternal. Opponent's also Mountain, that's perfect. Alright, let's go. Ruban Crag Explorer. That's the dream start. Dream star right there. Also, the good thing of Crazy is that it can be a four drop. You know, if this was Teferi. Oh wow, I'm playing as goblins here, chat. Playing against goblins. Interesting. Alright, let's play Tiny Crazes. Tiny Crazes go. Alright, Starry Worm bonus. You can check my past VODs if you want to look for those decks. Okay, my opponent's going Chieftain attack. I will take the damage. A blue, black. So here I can go Crocodiles. There, here. Hoping to mill an Uro to flash it back. I did, that's very good. And now I'm attacking. I'm sure it matters because I'm playing as goblins. So, you know, having Uro doesn't matter. But, okay. Opponent goes that from the top. Fine. Yeah, I'm probably just going to Niv Mizzet Reborn here. But first, let me attack with all, because in order to win, I have to aggressive attack them. Here, I'm going to Mizzet Reborn. I think is better than Uro because I'm looking to find a defeating Clarion. Morning, Petter Dress. Pam Pam. Clarion. Oh wow, phone 4 Clarion. Imagine calling for Clarion and you don't see 1, 2, 3, but you see actual factual 4. I would have preferred to just see 1 because now I know that there's no more Clarions in my deck, but that's just a funny thing. Alright, they went for Tower and they have Muxus on top, so based on what I find here, I might lose this game. I don't. That's very good. Imagine thinking that playing against Mono Blue is frustrating and playing against Goblins isn't. Okay, I have to chump block the Muxus. Or maybe not. Let me think about this. Actually, I will not block here. I'll take 8. It's not a big deal. Next turn, I'm dealing 12. Actually, opponent's dead. Opponent's dead with this attack. Oh, no, sorry. I'm killing my crazes. Alright, I guess they decided it was over. Good deck. I mean, it's definitely a good thing that decks exist in the format. Very fun and entertaining game plan action here. Alright, what do we want? I guess Metal Mage. It doesn't go very well with Clarion, but that's okay. Solar Blaze is a removal spell. About it. Cindervines kills the Horn. I don't think it matters though. The 4 cards. Got a couple of Yasharns. Vraska's still alright. He can kill the Horn. Not a Crazes. So let's go. What do you think about Cindervines Cyber versus Control? He said that there's an actual Cindervines in my chat, in my cyber right now. Something like Esper Hero be a thing again someday. Maybe if they bring it back in standard, yeah, I think historic is too large of a format for that deck to be something good. In standard, it was a good deck for sure. You have to think that historic is a very high power level set, where you know your deck needs to be super good in order to combat that. What archetype is not yet supported in historic? That should be. Let me think. Maybe prison. A prison deck isn't really there. Like in modern, you have death and taxes. In legacy, you have death and taxes. I think those are good. The prison decks. Something like I guess Stoneforge Mystic is really what carries those decks in both formats, honestly. Yeah, Teferi Time Raveler. Teferi Time Raveler is definitely a card that should be. I think it makes the format better. For sure. No, Banamiro, you can't. You have to submit post cyber the same amount of cards that you submit in game one. You can only go up, you can't go down of that card. If I test the Locust God plus Sage of Default combo, that's a good combo. Card Sage of the Fails. Let me make sure what it does. It costs only 5. That's not much. Whenever it comes into play. Oh, do you make infinite tokens? I didn't know that. Sebastian, that's sweet. That's sweet. Oh yeah, there's the 9 lives. That. No, I'm not necessarily talking about that kind of prison deck. I'm talking about like, interaction plus prison effect, like Leonine Arbiter, or just actual like mana deprivement, mana deprive. I think that aspect of the game is also good. That happens a lot in Legacy. Oh wow, Game and Crane friends are playing it. That's sweet. Las Vegas, Nevada, chat. I bought this hoodie. Do you know, Chad, why I bought this hoodie? I bought this hoodie in Las Vegas because when I came there for the first time of my life, it was summer. It was summer 2017, and I was like, all right, it's super hot in Senigalia. So in the actual factual desert, it must be very hot. So I didn't bring any how do you say, any cold clothes. I didn't bring any heavy clothes, okay? Because I thought it was summer. Then I realized that air conditioning is a thing. My small brain couldn't think about that, and I ended up just being very cold at every single point of that thing. So I needed to buy like so many clothes, so many winter clothes. What these stories. All right, my opponent goes first. I can cast 1 card of my hand. I think that's enough to keep it. You went to visiting the 1017 too? Cool. Alright, your thoughts is me. Oh no, my only spellable spell is now gone. No, Brie Black is Thalai, not Thalia. Alright, opponent's probably playing Sultai. Sultai against Niv is should favor us slightly. Alright, let's guard Thoughtseize. Hello, Titanium. You're there for poker? Yeah. Lots of people, lots of Magic players love to go to Vegas because they can play poker. Whereas I just stay in the room and play Magic Online or Magic Arena or whatever platform goes on. Alright, I think I'm playing Growth Spiral here, because if I find the Thoughtseize, I can cast that. Alright. Okay, they have 4 cards. Oh wow, Cultivate. Interesting. I'll put Cultivate at Mythic Invitational this summer when I play Sultai. Okay, I love drawing lands. Please, more lands. More lands for Mango. More lands for Mango. Sweet! Sweet, chat. Sweet. I love drawing lands. Whenever you play these kind of decks, you just love drawing lands. And Crisis is not a reason for that, because you just don't mind drawing extra lands. A few days ago, I did Channel Crisis in Vintage Cube, and that felt great. That Shadow? Oh yeah, that Shadow should be sweet in this arena format too. Yeah, definitely. Palace Jailer. Huh. Palace Jailer. I think the Monarchy's mechanic is a little bit too much for 1v1. I think it's good, don't get me wrong. It's just that. Alright, what should we do now? Bora's Nisa, and I haven't made a land drop yet. I think I'm just gonna play Escape the Wild as basically a Cultivate. Getting 2 lands off of it, and then, you know, more spells. I'm hoping 3 lands here. Yeah, I replaced Angrath Rampage with Cut because you have Pulse. And Cut has been relevant so far. We've killed a player with the ribbons part. Yeah, honestly, oh wow, they thought so long before countering this thing. Why would you think for so long? Oh, the famous swamp with a flower. This is a swamp with a flower, chat. A very pretty swamp. Of from the weakest set of recent memory, Ixalan. Okay. Drop lanes. I think I cannot win this game, but I'll play my cards. I'll play Crisis for 4, hoping to draw at least a Maelstrom Pulse to deal with the Nisa. Ixalan managed to get there on the bad limited format and not impactful at all constructed format. Definitely a great achievement. Plus, also the lore, I'm guessing, wasn't the best one, right? Because they had like pirate and dinosaurs and Merfolk. It was like not really something. I don't know. Maybe I don't. I actually know. It's just that it doesn't seem that. It doesn't seem that Ixalan hit any point on the thing. It did. It did. It was very very good for my professional career, as I went. I did like definitely one of my best season thanks to Ixalan. Both Ixalan and the Ravels of Ixalan. Lore was solid. Oh wow, the lore, you like the lore of I honestly don't know it. All right. This game is over. Unfortunately, I was not able to answer Nisa. Who shakes the world? Angrath Rampage would have done that over Cut the Ribbons. Will I stream the Kalim announcement? I only stream during 9 to 1. If the Kalim announcement happens throughout this time, I am streaming it. No, I'm not. Alright, I bring Dovin's Peto and a couple of Casualties of War, and I board out the Phoenix Clarion. That's about it, I think. Yeah, everything else looks mediocre at best, so I'll click the button yes. You like Ixalan aesthetics? The cards, okay. Yeah. Even if you top the Clarion there, still lose the Nisa though, I think, so. It's fine, just go to the next game. Maybe we can replace Cut with Angrath Rampage. I don't know, Angrath Rampage, sorry, Cut made us win 1 game and I felt very excited about it, but since then it was pretty underwhelming. Hostage Taker and Search for Azcanta. It also gave us Rampaging Ferocidon, which I think is a sweet card. Very sweet card, Rampaging Ferocidon. Was Ixalan fun to draft? It only had like 2 viable strategies, basically. Maybe 3. I remember PT Rivals of Ixalan, my table, had 4 people drafting vampires, and we went 3-0, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. The 4 people that drafted vampires. which is pretty insane, right? 4 people drafted black white and went 3-0 to 1 to 1 to 1. It's a yeah, I think like the recent set have been like incredibly good for limited. Like 2020 2020 has been insane for limited. Every set was a pleasure to draft. Every single set was a pleasure to draft. Before that, not so much, but yeah, the limited has got so much better recently. I'll play Kitru Triumph and pass. You didn't like M21? I love blue red spells. I think any format where there's like a viable blue red spells deck that just automatically makes the format a hit for me. Okay, we got all the colors. That's a pretty dream curve, honestly. Explore on turn 2, all the colors, still lots of lands in your hand. Yeah. This is an exclamation mark lose game, chat. I don't think we will. I don't think we can lose this game. Lots of early ramp, lots of lands, good cards. I can't currently cast this Kajitos War, but it's not that I need it. Do I want to cast this Escape the Wild? I think so. Opponent will very likely just counter it, or escape to the or Ether Gust it. But I don't really have anything else to do, and I don't want to just go or maybe miss the land drop and then have nothing else to do. Opponent hasn't let us resolve an escape to the wild, but hopefully we'll get there now. Wait a second. How are you tapping? Oh wow, I cannot go Thought Erasure Uro. That's a disaster. Yeah, yeah. Am I just going to cast Escape? I hate to do so. I think I'll go Thought Erasure. That's a hand. I think I'll take D-Stroke here. I think Ikoria is still my favorite draft set. Free and Post Companion. Nerf. It's just so good. Free Companion was even better. That is a hand. Yesterday I was playing a control deck, a Just Sky control deck. The one with Lotus Field. And my opponent played this card and they twisted my hand and I decided it was enough. But hopefully now it's not going to be as good as I have 2 creatures in hand. Plus I'm going to cast this. So my hand will... Sure, that'll still be good enough, but... I'm not so sure about this. You don't enjoy drafting? I'm sorry. I think drafting is definitely the best thing of Magic. Oh wow, a Mord Ego. Do you name the Miser Reborn? What do you name Titanium? Oh, I can name Yorian. Oh wow, they named Escape to the Wild. That's good. That's a good name. Alright. I have 5 cards in my graveyard. I cannot flashback Uro. Am I just casting this Ur over here? I think so. I'm looking to... Okay, so I can cycle that one, or I can just cast that one, honestly. Or do I want to cycle that one? I think I'm actually... cast that one. Sure. And I'll pass here. Okay. It has of Nature's Wrath. Forces cycling. I don't think you can force anything. And sure, if like lots of people force cycling, you can see that in Guild of Ravnica. Every time every time I ended up in Boros, I had an awful deck because lots of people are drafting it. Okay, so I'm going for a graveyarded Uro here. Opponent named Escape to the Wilds very wisely. Man, I have to exalt all my auras. I should losing this game. I need to escape to the wild to win this game. That's a big problem. Ay ay ay. Six mana Stone Rain? Oh no. Naked Yorion? Oh no. That's so many. Man, I want to make any of these play, but I guess I have to go 6 mana Stone Rain. Oh, I actually I can't do that. I don't have double black. Alright, that's sold the least. I'm just gonna go Uro, whatever. Hopefully I can draw a card. Can't even Stone Rain. Am I going to play in that Triomir? I do like to cycle it, but I also like to cast my Casualties of War. Oh, they did, Sebastian. That's true. They forgot to exile from the graveyard. Oh wow, I didn't think about it. Oh, thank God I did, or I wouldn't have been able to escape the Zoro. Okay. Come on, let's draw Nivmiz Reborn. Daye. 1, 2, 3, Nivmiz Reborn. À moi. Thought Erasure. Alright, that's a start. At least now the thought distortion isn't coming down on me. Cut or ribbons. No, thank you. E to, beat sto bird. My bird serpent is down, chat. Double Ugin, that's fine. We can get double Ugin. Alright, that's a flower. That's a flower swamp. The flowered swamp. Tells you how to draft. Well, that's a sweet thing, right? Because you get the uncommon and you might get into it. Plus some uncommons that are awful, and they're just a trap. Okay, that's fine. We're going to cast that Stone Rain now. So we'll also stop the double green. First, alright, they drew a land here because the aura is telling them what to do. I mean, I lose this game because I like kind of ran out of gas, which I actually said it never happens, but it is happening now. Alright, they post my Yorion. Crisis would be nice here, yeah, definitely. Alright, am I casting this? Okay, so let me cycle first actually. Let's not tap black, black, green, green. Okay, yeah, let's cycle first. Draw. Terra. Play it. Casualties of War. A Boba Bell, just this. I think like yeah, like once you like draft or like put yourself into draft, it's much more easier to just like extract it from the draft than the reverse. I think helping like people like draft the archetypes by putting the gold card is also it's good, right? Oh wow, what are they saying? Oops, I don't understand. They think they can't fetch anymore. I'll play it land and pass. Now I'll wait on these ribbons. One of the problem why people don't like drafting usually in the history of Magic is because it's very expensive. Like every time you draft, you have to pay like 15 euro, and you get almost nothing because the cards just don't worth much. So you just spend a lot of money and you don't get much back, which is definitely the problem. Ooh, the the fate the faces itis. Thank you so much for the host. Welcome everybody from the Faces Itis stream. We're playing Historic. deck called Niv No Light because they're playing 5-color. And hope you guys are having a good time here. And thank you so much. The faces. I will do a shout out. Faces. Bitches. Thank you, thank you. Alright, they negated my Thoughtseize, and I think it's time to play this ribbons over there. How much is it going to be big? 9. Alright, sweet. I'll deal 9 damage. Alex Chaos, thank you for the 3rd month sub. You're now an official Espresso badge. Alright, so they drew their 8th mana, so they can cast this Ugin and bolt me. I'll just pulse that. This is a pretty sweet hand. They have 2 Ugin, have 2 pulse. Although they have a Duro and I don't. So I think my opponent is definitely ahead here. So anyway, what I was going to say is that Annabella with another raid. Thank you so much, guys. Maybe another shout out to Annabella. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Opponent is the Titans of Nature's Wrath. That's not a good thing. I draw na terra, porca boia. I have to pulse this Uro. That will leave me with no answer to the second Ugin. But I'm hoping things go right. When draft? Usually I draft off 2 hours of constructed. I do have 2 hours of constructed, 2 hours of draft. Thank you so much. You're Italian too. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, I'll pulse that Ugin. Wait, I want to pulse that Ugin now. No, alright, check this play out, chat. If you pulse this Ugin now, the outcome is that your opponent just plays the second Ugin. Whereas, if you wait 1 turn to pulse that Ugin, you'll just delay the emblem 1 turn. Of course, they'll also give my opponent 1 turn window to play a removal spell, sorry, a counter spell or a discard spell. Oh wow, they did. So I got punished. But if I played a pulse there, they just play another Ugin and they have to top deck in a 1 turn span, whereas like this, they would have delayed a 2 turn span, my top deck. See you later, Annabella. Alright, this is over. Wait, what? Wait, what just happened, chat? What just happened, chat? Are we encountering a paid actor? You know what happens, chat? I think my opponent, Titanium, they want to be on stage for the longest time possible, so they decided they want to concede to have a game 3 against the great Andrea Mengucci. I think that's what happens. You want to play another game. That's what you do in testing. In testing, since you don't want to just start a new match, you just concede after turn 2. I think that's what's happening. Thank you, Twalmat, with the Twitch Prime Gaming sub. Thank you so much for the raid. Strictly correct line. I think so, right? So whenever I practice against a teammate, you're just lazy. You don't want to start a new match. So the player who won game 1 just concedes, even if they're winning, just to get a new game in the same platform. And that's probably what's happening right now. Yeah, 0 ET, but you don't really have to play this deck. This deck is definitely not very fast. Alright, I am on the play. Look at that. Oh no, I'm gonna draw. What am I talking about? Sorry. For some reason I thought I lost, so I shouldn't be on the play. Alright, Titanium. Let's go, let's go, let's go. This end is not the best. It has all the color of mana though. È stato bello? It is. Oh, you're in the chat conceding? Alright. Alright, thank you for the games, I guess. Not sure why you're conceding, but we should probably be playing it, right? Why do you want to concede? Anyway, let's keep on playing here. Assuming nothing strange will happen. I think I want to put Angrath Rampage in this locked. Opponent can see to be on the play. That's a lot of IQ point. Alright, they go Temple of Deceit. I have a Thoughtseize, that's totally fine. I'm missing lands though. I need to draw land. Come on. I have 38 lands in the deck, if you're wondering. Not 1, not 2, not 3. I guess, of course, no 1 or 2 or 3. It's just the land. So, all right, Thoughtseize. What do we discard? Nisa's good. I don't have an answer to that yet, so I think I'm discarding that one. Oh. Okay, they play Uro. What's the light? Oh, Fregnolento. It's not easy to understand if you don't know exactly the other formats of Magic. It's in Modern and in Pioneer you have the card called Bring to Light, and this deck doesn't have that, but that's fine. It's just a stupid joke that keeps on coming. It's in the other format. This deck is called the Neve to Light. Hello, hello. All right, so they don't have mana for Nisa, which is good. They said good game. I guess they want to concede again. I'm not sure I get it, but that's fine. I will move on. We have played. We've played a couple of games against Sultai. So far the games against Sultai have been weird. I mean, honestly, all of them so far against Sultai have been weird. Something strange happened, but that's okay. I'll take the win. Thank you, opponent, for the paid win. If you give me your PayPal, I'll PayPal you. How do you think? How much do you think a win on Magic Arena is worth it, chat? All right, we finished the quest. Good enough. Let's go.